Welcome everyone to One Up Level Up Gaming. I am your host, Chasberry in London, and besides me is the wonderful Dark King Forever. Today,
I'm mad right now.
Dark King and I are feeling a certain type of way. Okay. And PlayStation 5 has been announced today. The wonderful Sony PlayStation 5 Pro has been announced today. And I don't know, I'm feeling a certain way about it. All right. The price has finally been revealed. We've been talking about a PlayStation 5 Pro for the longest. Okay. Because we've been like anticipating this bad boy. Like, all right, I didn't get a chance to get a PlayStation 5 disc version or not or digital one. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll wait for the Pro. So yeah, the Pro hit here. And it's hitting in what, November?
Yeah, November 11th, I believe.
Yep, November 11th, we're gonna get a Pro. But there's one major issue. Actually, there's a couple issues.
Yeah.
One of the main ones is the price. Okay, now it's $699 for with tax and everything. It'd be like $750.
Yeah.
Around that price range. And I don't know how I feel about it because one of the main reasons I wanted to get a PlayStation 5 Pro was to get a disc version of it so I could play this bad boy right here. Which
Just had to show my face again, didn't you?
Dark King is mad about that. I have this beautiful special edition, deluxe edition of Final Fantasy Remake. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, maybe we should open it here.
You know, right now, I don't know how, some way, somehow, he don't even know where it is. You can feel Strife just laughing his ass off, like, hey, Dark King's miserable right now.
Oh my god.
Strife.
So that, I wanted to play the disc version of it. So that way, I can have a reason to play. And then I find out that no, this version of the PlayStation 5 Pro doesn't come with a disc drive. It's a digital version. So in my head, I'm like, wait, digital version? Then how much does a disc version cost? Tell him, Dark King. Tell him what you need.
What the fuck is a disc version? The hell's a disc version of a Pro? So listen, all right. I'm just gonna say this real quick story, how I feel about it. Last year this time, I was deciding whether I should buy a PS5 or buy myself a laptop. I so happened to see a laptop on sale, beautiful graphics, and then that friends, some others was like, you know what, this has got a RTX. It's really good. It can play real good games and do what you need to do. I got it. Guess how much I paid for it? With 2 terabytes of data. About 7 and change. About 7 and change. All in total. Greatest purchase I've ever made. Because I still have it to this day. I love the hell out of it. And I've been streaming from it ever since day one. All right. Here I am using it now to do this wonderful show on my beautiful face here. Now, I'm going to go through the emotions of how I felt when I first watched it. And I'm going to be very quick. I know I could be long-winded. I was at work. And, I took my break a little bit later after the stuff started because I wanted to. I know I don't have a long break. I have a 10-minute break. So I wanted to get halfway through it. So I get 5 minutes to circle back and go through it. I look at the trailer. It was mid, but it showed the power of the console and everything like that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm getting for the Pro. I'm excited for this because I wanted a PlayStation 5 and it's a Pro, high power because I have a PS4 Pro currently.
Right.
And I loved it because I got Ghost of Tsushima and Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I played it on the console and it looks sharp as hell on there. I'm not gonna lie. You would love the way it looks. But if you play it on PC, it looks even better on PC.
Oh yeah.
but I was hyped for it.
Right.
And then the price hit, and I'm still hyped for it. I didn't learn it was discless until like 2 hours later. An hour later when I was on lunch. And I'm like, cool, $700. I said, okay. For me, if I save 2 months, 2 checks. I say like a couple money, hundreds from the checks I can get it, no problem. Because I have money saved, I can buy it.
Right.
I look online, I read it, and I talked to you when I first found out about this. Yeah. I read it. It said it was discless, and I think I sent you a voicemail. You can hear it in my voice how disappointed I was, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
The hype went completely down for Dark.
No, it went from here. Like I was like, yes, and then I'm like, oh, hold on. A friend of mine it's finally hit me back up. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then the more I sat there and think about it, the more disappointed I was. The more disappointed I was, the more videos I watched about it. No, because I watched about it. I was like, yeah. So here I am sitting here, and then mind you, the pre-order starts on the 26th of September. Now that asks the question: are we going to go through the same bullshit too?
With
That's like
scalping.
what happened with the PS5. Yeah,
Right.
scalpers and everything like that with the bots. Now another thing is, I found out $700 is not the official price if you want everything in the system. If you want the disk drive,
Mm-hmm.
it's $80. And if you want the stand that stands up the system, that's an additional $30. So that's $110 that you have to add to the $700 plus tax.
Plus tax. Yeah. Yeah.
Plus tax. So that's damn near 900
Mm.
almost
Yeah.
for something you can just. Like I said, I got my laptop. The only thing I can do with it, like if I want to, I think I can upgrade this. But even if it wasn't a laptop, it was a computer.
Right.
I can just buy myself a PC,
Right.
build that bitch up, and then I got myself a PS5, Xbox Series X, whatever I need, and play whatever I want.
Mm-hmm. True. And it's backwards compatibility with everything else.
Yes.
You want to play PlayStation
PS4 is
1?
only PS5.
By all means. You
Yeah.
want to play PlayStation 2? By
Yeah.
all means. PlayStation 3 even. And they even, emulators do go to 4. So with RTX, you can definitely play PlayStation 4 games.
You goddamn right.
So that's the main thing. It's like we were definitely hyped. Like I for certain was gonna sit down and be like, all right, you know what? I think it's time to invest in a PlayStation 5. And then that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the Pro. I was waiting for the announcement, and I'm just like sitting there looking at it. I finally saw the trailer after Darking told me. I'm like, you know what? Let me take a look at this trailer. Let me take a look at the specs. And I'm like, all right, the specs are great, but once the disc thing is, it's a problem for me. It's definitely a problem for me.
Yeah.
To a lot of people, they'd be like, "Oh, but digital was better." Like, listen, I get it, but at the same time, I have physical copies of games, and they're just gonna collect dust. So it's like, why did I spend $60 on a game that I can't play? That means I have to purchase it again digitally.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense for me to be just saying, "Hey, let me not get a disc version." I want a disc version for that very reason. I can play both, digital and
Yeah.
disc. All right, so now we have a new challenger to the fray, Baka Senpai, in the building. He's going to tell us about how he feels about the PlayStation 5 Pro being
Being a
announced.
PS5 owner.
Being yes, being a PS5 owner.
Nah,
That's right.
don't put me
I
on
forgot
spot
you were a
like that.
PS5 owner already.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
salty on that one, but yeah.
Oh,
The only way this kind of the only way I'm able to play the first.
oh yeah, high powered
Um,
ass game.
right.
Yeah, oh yeah.
How I feel about it? It, I'm kind of like, I guess one money to spend. I guess if you want to have the best resolution, one money to spend. If you care about that stuff, like it's weird. It's weird for me when it comes to like whenever Sony does this because
Mm-hmm.
it's usually like it could be either decent or it could just be like shite. Like
Yeah.
the slim, like for me it was like what was it, the slim PS2? I was like, no, I'm not I'm not using that thing. I'm using the fat PS2. The slim PS3, the slim PS3 was fine. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
I never had a slim PS4. Never had a slim
Why?
PS4.
I said, why would you want that? Like, it looked terrible. It was like a diet brain.
Right. So
That-
like with this, I wonder how slim is it gonna be? Like is it, like it's going from a 3-ring binder to a manila folder, I imagine.
Well, have you seen the look of it?
I saw like it had literally like 3 lines on it. I was like, it's like that one meme of that guy that kind of looks like you, Dark King, that has like the toothpick, but this time he has like 3 toothpicks. You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of like you, Dark.
I kind of do know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm not dissing. I'm just saying.
No, yeah. It's just
No, I'm reminiscing about a stream from last night, so I'm sorry about that. Because apparently I picked the character in the game that looked like I picked the coach from Left 4 Dead, and then he said, "Oh, you want to do like Darking?" So yeah, sorry, I had flashbacks.
I wish I could have joined you, but I was watching Raw with the homies, so I apologize about that.
Oh no, that's fine. I'll be playing that game. We'll be playing that game again. Don't worry.
oh,
Hopefully, you're replacing somebody else.
Dang.
Dead Army 4
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Zombie.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, I actually don't have it.
Yeah, I bought it last
You have the
night for
original?
Zombie. I mean for PC.
See, like if it was like Sniper,
$7.
see if it was like Sniper, like I know like the people that made Sniper Elite made that, but like so I'm pretty sure it's good. But yeah, like I don't know, I just don't have like I guess negative feelings towards it. I hope that it's good. I
Right.
hope that they actually eventually drop the price from the original PS5, so you can buy it, Dark King.
hmm Well, oh yeah. Well, how do you feel about the price range? Like, because you definitely need a add-on, so that
Right,
add-on is going to cost an extra $80 or $100 to add on for a
right,
disc. How do you
right.
feel about that? Like in general, like if you was not a PlayStation 5 owner, like would you
That
invest your money into this?
I probably would because I actually have a digital version. But like personally, I think that's I don't know why they're doing it now. It's probably because like less people are going like more people are buying their games digital now than having to stand in line. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just saying like
Oh no, you're valid. You're valid.
That's
sorry,
valid.
like as much as I hate it personally, like I do want to still own my games physically. But see, like this is the way it's going now because people don't have this time to be going in line and saying the midnight releases and putting themselves at risk. You don't know who's lurking out there,
hmm
you know.
Yeah.
So,
There
so
was a lot of back then, even
right.
even more now because even during the PlayStation 5 era when it first came out,
Mhm.
there a lot of people were scalping, robbing
Right,
people for it, and it's crazy because it's every single release, right? It's
right.
not just
Yeah,
like just the PlayStation 5. Like this happened even during the PlayStation 2 era. Like people were getting
Hmm.
yeah,
robbed. So it's
yeah.
not
And
nothing new. It's
and
just
This,
and, and sometimes it's not even a console. It could be like the game. Oh, the new 2K
oh
release. Oh,
right.
up that,
yeah.
Yep.
up there. I've seen
So
videos of that. I'm like, that's crazy.
yeah,
What
I was about to say I saw a video of a guy. He had a PS5 box.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah. I
but
saw
he's
it.
looking in the back. He was looking able like, oh, so the guy was looking to say, hey, you got a PS5? Oh, where'd you get that? Like, how much you pay for that? And then he's like, oh, you can run that and just pull the gun, put a piece on him. So you can run that. You can drop that right now. It's not yours anymore. And he's like, you can go on now. You go ahead. Go ahead.
What made that video so funny was that he didn't realize. Like, I guess the guy didn't realize
right.
that it was a box.
Yeah.
It was just a
And,
box.
and then not even that. You did it in front of your house, dummy.
Yeah.
Like,
You not only did it in front of your house, you did it in front of a camera filming you do this.
Facts. Yep.
I was like, man,
Mhm.
that's
like,
crazy.
That's just as dumb as the chase fraud thing.
Right, right.
Just as
nah.
dumb as that.
Side note, right?
Crazy.
Real quick side note, right?
Mhm.
So I was watching this video. Speaking of robbing stuff,
Mhm.
there was a video of a lady running out of the store and a guy was chasing after her.
Yeah.
And she ran into a hole, like dumb hard. And then you know what's funny? I started laughing, but then there was a bystander that started laughing too. Like you know, I started laughing. That's what made me laugh even harder. I was like, you know what? That would have been me. I would have been fucking dying. Shoot, like I would have. But
Funny as hell.
yeah, I feel bad for anybody. Like because you're right. Because like as a former GameStop employee, I gotta start say something as a something. Yeah, as a former GameStop employee, I used to know about the midnight releases because the fact that people were scared, especially when Madden
Oh
came
yeah.
out. People ducked in like some new consoles, new games like that. People in cars. As soon as they got their game, they run into their car.
Yep.
You also got to take into account, like, man, what is it like? What people that do it for like sneakers and stuff like that? That's even crazy.
Yeah,
It's like people that actually get deleted because of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
over $10 fabric.
Yep.
Right. It's sad. I remember seeing a video of like people like standing in line for Jordans fighting.
Yep.
Just standing in line. The shoes ain't even released yet. These guys are fighting.
Yep. Facts. It's so true.
Like,
Something that could get dirty within 2 seconds, especially in New
Right.
York, bro. Like
Can
that shit will
get
turn
get
black so fast.
can get scuffed. Can
Yeah.
get scuffed if you even touch.
Facts. Oh my god. So facts. Oh my
Right.
you know what moment that is, right? If you watch the Boondocks, you know what kind of moment that is.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That was
Oh
based
my
on Brooklyn,
God.
based on New Yorker right there.
Yep.
But
Jesus
thing
Christ.
is, you could scuff them yourself. It ain't gotta be somebody else. You
Mhm.
could scuff them just somehow, just coming off the curb wrong. I've had a couple of Air Forces that happened to. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
true.
I'm not getting into a fight over a console. I'm
Me
sorry.
neither. Me neither. I'm
Hell
not getting a
Listen,
fight
if I
over sneakers or
Mhm.
video. Y'all
yeah,
get it. Y'all get it.
Yep.
See, here's the beautiful thing. If I woke up and I ordered a PS5 and it came to my house and somebody stole it, and I bought it from Amazon
Yeah,
and stole it.
yeah,
The greatest thing about it is I can just say, "Hey, Amazon, some dickhead stole my package.
Facts.
Can you just send me another one?"
Yep.
Or I'll ship it to another location and pick it up myself.
right.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yep. Modern day.
That's it. Because that
Yep.
happened to me recently. Yeah. So if somebody stole my package, I had to reorder it. Amazon was like, "Okay, no problem. We don't think you're scamming us. We know you don't do it on a lot."
Oh, you're right. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
So here you go.
See, I've been fortunate that, man, I'd stay around like older people. So if anything's ever gotten like shipped to someone else's house, it usually like a couple of blocks down. I'm like, I just show them my phone. Like I think they, the person like delivered it to your, house by mistake or whatnot. Because sometimes they'll let you know like, oh, we're outside, we're delivering. So I always try to meet
Right.
them out there.
True.
Especially like if they deliver like later in the day when I'm off. So I just go out there. Thankfully, like I guess the game that I did buy was, what was it, Age of Calamity or whatever it was called.
Right.
No, Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom when that first came out.
Okay, that's
It was
valid.
in a
That's valid.
it was in a manila folder.
Oh
It
damn.
just laying just laying there.
Damn.
Just laying there. But I could tell like somebody was trying to make sure because they like tried to put like this wood in front of it. I was like, okay,
Aw.
yeah.
That's
But
funny.
Yeah.
But no. Oh yeah.
go
Go.
ahead.
No. Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
No, I was just want to go back on what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, like having to buy an add-on. Yeah, that sucks. But it's like, yeah, more people are buying stuff digital now, and unfortunately, the sad reality is, these companies are gonna see that and like, oh, we can monetize. We can monetize this because people
Yep.
don't, we can actually, we can hold their own, digital games that they bought hostage against them.
Yep.
And that's a sad thing that's gonna probably happen in the future. As much as I hate it, because we can praise PC gaming and everything being more viable and workable for us, but it's like it's only a matter of time before they're like, you know what, we're pulling out of Steam, we're starting our own stuff, or something like that. So, God forbid Sega or Sony says they want to do that. Like, yeah, you gotta buy this for Sega in order to play this on PC. I'm like, and you gotta do it.
Honestly, at
No.
this point, like the only way console will be even relevant is if they stop using PC stuff. If Steam, they stop using Steam, like you said, if they stop using if the platform is just console only, then a lot of people will go back to console in general.
But the thing is, like, even with that, it's like, man, for a lot of games that are like multiplats, a lot of those games are just ports of console games.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yep.
Yeah, and like, I think I've had this talk. Like, I think people misunderstand like the thing of casual games because I think we were talking about this. Like, if somebody buying their kid, they're not gonna buy their kid a PC because like what?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Why?
Right.
Because they're gonna buy their kid a console. Like, we could throw in the ROG, the ROG Ally. We could throw in the Aces or whatever, Steam Deck. But at the
Yeah,
end
I'm
of the
not.
day, no, I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
for the average kid isn't
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Right.
No, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't buy my kid that. Like I said, I wouldn't buy my kid a Steam Deck because I know they would be like, "Oh, okay, I'm done."
Right.
And I'm
Like
like,
if you had like if you had like a parent that was a gamer, I could see it. But if you got like a normal parent that works, not like like me, I probably would do it. I was like, son, you finna get into son or daughter, you're gonna daughter. I'm like, nah, you gonna play basketball. But son,
Yeah.
you gonna play basketball, but you gonna play these video games too. Like,
Yep.
You know what I'm gonna get my son or my daughter, and not buying them a $600 device. I'm gonna buy him a $199 Switch or Mini. Here you go. Here's his Metroid or Zelda or Mario. Have fun. Go out, go about your business. Got my face. Like it's like I'm not sitting there buying a whole because I'm gonna have the freaking $500, $600. Like that's like getting a kid a VR headset. Like they're gonna be like, ooh.
well,
Okay, I'm done.
the thing is, there's a lot of kids that are spoiled that they did have like all the consoles and whatnot. That's the reason
Right.
I said like I don't see that as being like too out of ordinary. But you know, if we're being realistic, yeah, you probably get one of those things. Like you know,
Yeah, I'm not,
you're getting a PlayStation.
Right. True.
yeah, I give my kid all that. Like he gonna earn them consoles, motherfucker.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah.
So yeah.
Like especially imagine me having a kid now, and my son will go like, Dad, I want a PS5. I want a PS5 Pro. You got a PS? I want a Pro. Why?
Why
Graphics is
Pro?
better. Sit your ass down, play a
Man,
PS5.
we was never. I ain't gonna front. We was never like that, bro. It was like,
No.
man,
Mm-mm.
man, dad. I ain't gonna front. My dad did the best he could for us. Like we did have,
Yeah.
we had, we had drink. Like we had the Dreamcast. We had the PS2. We had the GameCube, the OG Xbox. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had it. Huh? What's up?
That's it. No, I'll tell you something now. Thinking about what you just said, it's actually more memorable how, like you said, it made me think about all the consoles that I've gotten from my parents. Instead of me just getting everything I want, there's not a blur. I can literally remember the time I got each console. When I got my Genesis,
Right.
when I was the Genesis, getting the game for it and playing it, playing Sonic 2 for the first time ever.
Right.
When I got my Game Boy Advance and played Mega Man Battle Network 2.
Yeah.
God damn it! That's what me in twos. Anyway, or you know, when I got my PlayStation 2 and played SNK vs. Capcom 2. Fuck this. Okay, I'm done.
You must have been a terrible twos, cause damn, bro.
No, I wasn't. I kid you not. It's a curse with me in twos.
Favorite movie is The Legend of Chun Li. That's the second Street Fighter movie.
Every movie's a
Listen,
Legend of Chun.
listen, I will not sit here and let you slander my life. Like I can see you say, you know what, Dark King, because he lived a good life. His favorite movie was Double Dragon and freaking Chun Li, and I will go. You hear like you hear all the beats rise from your grave.
My boy's he's in his own funeral. Like, put me back in, coach. Put me back in, coach.
Anyway, if you want to play Dead Rising, the original game is on sale for $10. Still fun, still great. Even though they have like it's some like quality of life changes in the original game. Cool. If you want a PS5 Pro and you have the fuck you money to get it, if you care about disc, you have fun with that because you're gonna be paying almost $1,000 for everything. If you don't want to do that, get a PC. Get a nice cheap PC. It plays great games. You haven't had a problem. Maybe a few games that was like, no, Final Fantasy 16 was a fucking problem for this computer though. I ain't gonna lie. But
Gotta upgrade.
I upgraded the driver and it still slowed up on me.
Goddamn.
No, not driver necessarily. Upgrade, as in a new GPU, a new processor.
Well, I have a laptop, so that upgrading the laptop is going to be kind of like I don't think I can upgrade my graphics card.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You know, that's
Yo,
usually the case with like CPUs or computers.
Oh, listen. When I get my place, I'm planning to get a computer, PC. I'm gonna build that bitch up. I'm gonna make sweet love with that.
I was talking to Nova about that. I was like, yeah, that's a goal. I'll be honest, that's been a goal since I was a kid. I always wanted to build a computer, just build one, and just doing my research to make sure I ain't buying a bunch of BS parts or anything.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Newegg as my reference. So yeah, I'm probably
gonna use that's a smart choice.
Yeah,
let me do the same thing. But yes, if you want a PS5 Pro, it's up to you. I have to decide. I have 16 days to decide whether I want to pre-order it or not. If I could buy it, but that's just taking money from what my goal is.
Why don't you? Why don't you?
I might as well just get a PS5.
You have the money. Just get a PS5, dog.
I should get a PS5 right now. In fact, I can get the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 version and get that. I can get a PS5 if I want to, but I don't have. I wish a family member would buy me a PS5. But anyway, no.
I was not expecting that when he did that.
Honestly speaking, shout out to you for that. Like, there's no. I was joking aside. It's a great gift. Like, honestly, somebody bless me with a PS5, I would be very happy too. Like, I would be like, with a grin on my face. I don't care if it's basic. Like, if you give me a Pro, I'm smiling even harder. I'm like, God damn, you must have stole this. But if you want it, get it. Have fun. Everything. I'm gonna shut up now. I unfortunately have to get this. I have to do this thing called something else after this. So
I thought you said bath. I was like, excuse me. I said, I know you lying.
I gotta get the money for the PS5 Pro.
Yeah. It's like one way or another, you gotta get it. Right. My final thoughts is just I'm going to probably hold off on that and just get a PlayStation 5. Hopefully we don't get scalpers to fuck up the process for anyone who wants to get a PlayStation 5 Pro. But that's the main thing Sony, I feel like Sony has to focus on is the scalping problem
Mm-hmm.
because that will become an issue for them to come, especially during they're pulling this out during the same season as 5 years ago, so or 4 years ago. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to probably get a PlayStation 5 Pro if the
Mm-hmm.
scalpers get to it first. So Sony needs to figure out a process to the pre-order process has to be one per person or something, you know. It just has to work some way somehow. But
Steam did it right. Steam did it right. Steam did it good. You had to have a membership. You had to have be a member of the Steam for over, I think, a couple of weeks before you can pre-order it. You got to be like,
mm,
I think, over a couple of months before you can pre-order it, so they get first dibs on it. And
smart,
that's how they were able to have copies on that.
smart,
And you had to put like a $5 pre-order.
smart, very smart. But yeah, that's my final thoughts. Like I would probably invest in it if it had a disc, but I'm not trying to pay another extra couple of, well, not even a couple of bucks. It's a lot more money just to add on a disc tray there. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Like I'll wait. I'll wait probably later on when it becomes like $600 or 500.
They're trying to show that the Pro, I found a PS5 for $500 on stock in Amazon, and I can get it if I order it today. I can get it by Thursday.
The this version,
The disc version.
that's not bad. See, I would rather spend that on that to be honest. The specs are okay, but I feel like either way you look at it, I'm not there for the specs. I'm there for the gameplay, and if I'm not there to play a game for it, then what's the point of me owning a
That's it. Yeah.
$700 system and then I have
Right.
nothing to play? Everything that is on a Sony PlayStation 5 is either on a PC or an Xbox, so it's like
There you go.
I have nothing exclusive to play.
I always feel like if we looking for something like just something different, it probably end up being on Nintendo anyway. And we know those games aren't necessarily graphically demanding, as anyone with a gaming PC will find that out very quickly.
Oh yeah, heck yeah,
Yep.
heck
Black
yeah.
Myth Wukong woke me up.
Black Myth Wukong's sleeper hit. As I respect
You need
him.
to play it, Chaz.
Nah, I
You need to
know.
play it.
I definitely need to play it.
There are secret bosses that's harder than it's hard as hell. And I'm like, holy shit, I need this in my life.
Good, good.
Oh,
So, you got any final thoughts, Sabaka?
no, I'm just kind of, I'm gonna just wait and see what they do. Cause I'm just always just kind of curious on what's gonna be these gaming companies' next move, because it whatever it is, it affects all of us, whether
Right.
we realize it or not.
It does. You're right. Especially us as gamers, you know?
Right.
So it makes sense. But yeah, that's just our thoughts on the PlayStation 5 Pro. I know we steered away in some topics, but you know, that's just how we do. But yeah, I guess that's the only thing that I can say is just if you're willing to like Darkin said, if you have FU money, by all means, buy as many as you want. But I personally will be probably waiting, and you know, I just don't feel the need to get one, at least right now, until Sony brings up a good game or something that I really, really want to play besides Final Fantasy Remake Part 2. Then I can be like, all right, it's time to invest, you know? But that's the only thing I'm waiting for. Just something for Sony. I mean, Sony dropped the ball with a lot of games that were exclusive to them, and they were pretty trash, in my opinion. And it's just like I'm not ready for $700 to be drained out of me
Right.
for something like this. But yeah, that's our final thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Chazberry in London, Darking Forever, and Baka Senpai up in the building. We'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.